Hi, K.Sai.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me for the testimonial. The
Oh,
intention
it's a
for
pleasure.
testimonial is about sharing how amazing you are and also congratulate you on your journey and allowing you to be inspiration for other people. So
No,
I'm
it's a pleasure.
truly grateful for it. So to start, can you quickly introduce yourself, your name, and what you do? What's the impact that you make in this world?
Okay, so my name is Sai. I'm an interior designer. I'm a team leader, and I'm also the executive director of a 150 people company.
Wow, wow. I'm so glad that we have a chance to work together in the past couple of years, and it's been my honor to be with you as you are transforming your life and your people, and I'm glad to be part of it. So, can you share a little bit about what made you decide to join one-on-one coaching with me?
Um, it was because I wanted to make a positive impact on my team and to drive them in a more proactive and purposeful way.
Yeah, thank you. And what have you experienced as your transformation or your breakthrough in the one-on-one? Can you give me a couple specific example of your breakthrough moment and the impact that you see in the team or in yourself?
Sure. The more I think about it, there are many breakthroughs. Um, but first of all, I just wanted to say that what I learn or what I work with you on, it's not, for me, it's not a theory. Initially, I thought it was going to be a theory that you will tell me what's the right way to think or something. But it turns out that I have to work at it. Um, you help to ask questions and guide me, but I have to work it myself. And once the breakthrough happens, it's not a theory anymore. It's like your body understands and know the difference or the changes that you made or understand things in a different way. And it's not something that you would forget or if you don't practice or you would revert back because it's a complete shift. Um, so that's really amazing and unexpected for me. And it's a real transformation. And the first thing that I learned is actually that I don't know everything about myself or don't know as much as I thought I knew about myself, which was a surprise because I thought I was an open book and I thought that I'm not avoiding confrontation. But I think I found out that there are things that I wasn't at least consciously even aware of. So that was the first big revelation. And then once we pushed through that breakthrough, I learned that um, there's an inner voice that I can go back to uh, when there's a question or a decision or a path that I need to take. And that inner voice, I again didn't realize it was there. I didn't realize it was something that needed listening to. And once I learned that, I realized the importance of trusting not only logic, not only my head, but my heart and my instincts, my gut feeling as well, and trusting that it would take me on the right path. And also, instead of waiting for other people's affirmation, um, the gut and the heart really feels that um, affirmation for me. And
And
that is becomes what's fulfilling in life now instead of waiting for a result or the right, waiting to see affirmations from the world outside that it's the right path. I think from inside, from the moment you make a decision, that's already fulfilling. So it's less stressful and you waste less energy worrying about those things, and you in turn you feel more energized. And I also learned, which I think is one of the biggest things, is that most of the deterring thoughts that I have are not facts and they are only beliefs. And that changed many things. And the beliefs can happen from society, from the world around you or for your own insecurity. But really looking at it and realize that they're only beliefs and not facts really shifted my perception, which leads me to what tangible things that happen in my life or in my work. So it really, my big thing was like, I have this fear of failure. So all these above points or breakthroughs that I talked about really helped me to overcome that. Um, you know, fear of failure mostly come from insecurity in the world outside and expectations. Once that goes away and you focus on what you can give um, sincerely, um, it allows me to take more initiatives at work. I feel more energized, and the way I interact with other people feels softer and more purposeful. Um, and I can express my true self better, which again makes me more relaxed at work.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And it was such inspiring to, first of all, thank you for being vulnerable around your story. And I love that the conversation that you share is so authentic. And I can see that as you are sharing it from your heart. And I love your intention that you want to make an impact to your team, to your company. Would it be possible to share some specific change that you see that when you start shifting from yourself and it how it changed into your company or into your team?
Sure. So before I present and I go through the presentation, and maybe there are some small mistakes in the presentation, before I would be fearful of actually telling my team or having a workshop with them to say, let's change this part, this part, this part. I would do it myself because I want to be the nice boss, the encouraging boss, nice boss. But that doesn't help my team learn. Um, so taking that fear away, the fear that my criticism comes from a good place and I'm not putting them down, I'm encouraging them to be better. So it allows me to say that it's a very simple thing, but I didn't do it before, but now that I do it, the team doesn't seem to be offended or anything, and they get stronger and better. So overall, we move forward as a team. Um, I feel like they feel more responsible, and I feel um, less tired or less stressed about doing everything myself. So sharing the ownership of the work. And yeah, it's a small thing, but it permeates into my everyday work life.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And as you are sharing, I can see that your energy of enthusiasm and seeing your team get stronger, and as you are working as a team is like it's radiate through your energy. It's so beautiful to see that. Um, so if let's say you have a friend who is interested into considering into coaching, and this is like your best friend, like what will you tell your friend as she oh oh okay, it's lost for a little bit. Okay, so I repeat my question. So if you have like let's say if you have a best friend and she is considering getting a coach or working with me, what would you like to tell to your friend?
I would say, please give it a go. There's nothing to lose here, only things to gain. And if nothing else, I think at least to come to know yourself better, that's a real gift for life.
Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, would you like to take some moment first? It was so rare to see leadership who wasn't afraid of her emotion as you are sharing a lot of yourself to me right now. It's always beautiful to be vulnerable in the space and open up many part of ourselves to the world. Thank you. So can I move to the group experience? Yeah, so after we've been working for a couple years and then I announced the group and then I'm so honored to have you interested in the group. Um, can you share a little bit about your experience with the group? Like what inspired you to join the group coaching?
Frankly, I was just curious. I think that's the first and foremost thing that came up in my head. I'm curious what you will talk about, and the headlining of, like, making a vision come true. So I'm like, okay, I want to know what my vision is. I don't know what that is, and I want to be on the path to finding out what that is. So I joined. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the best part of being in a group?
Um, I think there are two things for me. One is that you learn from other people, but it's sometimes you're not aware of things that you needed to learn. Sometimes you think, oh, you need to learn A, but people talk about B, C, D, and you're like, oh, that applies to other sides of me and my life as well. And how can one address those issues? You can then apply it to yourself. So it's very multidimensional. And secondly, I really like a sense of community, that we're all working on ourselves together. We're cheering each other on, especially with like the celebrating each other, because sometimes I feel like we don't do that enough to ourselves. And sometimes we don't talk about the little things to our best friends. But here's a place where you share your little victories and everyone's cheering you on. I think that's really nice.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, K.Sai, for sharing your heart here. And yeah, thank you for being you, being beautiful you, and being a courageous lady, woman of the house, and an open heart leadership is so beautiful to witness. And I'm honored to have you here.
Oh, thank you for changing my life, Ka. I hope other people who wants to move forward, some way, somehow, differently, or more purposefully, give it a go and join our club.
Thank you. So I'll see you soon later.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Hmm.